Welcome back, everyone. This is Marcy. That messes with you when I say that, doesn't it? We welcome everyone back. I'm here with Marlo, and
How you doing?
we are talking about God's answer.
Yes.
I guess
God's answers.
God's answers.
The way He answers and
When He answers, how
when
He
He
answers,
yeah.
stuff like that.
The timing of it.
Timing, and that's a biggie for people.
Yeah.
We all struggle with that.
With the timing of His answer for us. Yes.
We're human. We're impatient. We want our answers yesterday, not in His time. That's human nature for us, and He doesn't run on our time.
No.
He runs on His. And there's lots of examples of that. You know, we were just reading over the story of Job.
Yeah.
And that is in the book of Job. But he deals with that too, God's time. It was a challenge by Satan that he be able to challenge Job's faith. But Job asks for help from him, and he doesn't get an answer. So he starts to really doubt himself and everything around him.
Yeah, his faith starts to wither.
He does a
away
little bit. Yeah, he still turns to God, but he really begins to question it because God doesn't give an immediate answer to him.
And not just that, and also it kind of explains the people around him that's trying to drag him down, pull his faith down.
Yeah, there's some
God.
of his friends that try to tell him that it's something he's done. He's done something wrong. Or it was his kids' fault that they died, or lots of excuses and reasons that they, for why he was going through all of this. And all it was Satan. And it truly was Satan in this, in person, and he had placed this challenge against Job.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to being patient for God's answer.
And not just that, you talked about Satan throwing this challenge to him basically. Well, you know what? Every day Satan challenges every day on just everyday normal things that's normal to us.
Yes.
Whether it's something small or something big, a small decision, big decision, a reaction on, how do you react to certain things, or certain people talk to you a certain way, and how do you react to that? Every day we have those temptations.
Everything.
And it's just one of those that you have to continue to have faith. Sometimes you'll see people around you talking down to you, talking bad, or trying to drag you away from God and your faith. They're being tested as well.
Yes.
And that's one of the hardest things for us to see, that they're going through a test as well.
Yeah. And and the thing is depending on what they're doing, kind of attests to how well they're dealing with their challenge of God, from God and Satan, of their battle themselves.
Yeah.
They're not fighting it off well at all. Satan is coming in and able to run their lives and using them then to try to drag you down in things. The biggest thing, and we've talked about this before, brought up God's answers.
Yeah.
And God always answers our prayers. And that's the thing everybody has to realize, though, is his answer's not always yes. He is just like a parent. When a child asks for something, how many times do we tell them no? Because we know it's not in their best interest. It's not safe for them to do it. It's going to hurt them in the long run.
Yeah.
It's not a wise choice. And we tell them no. And it's no different. God tells us no. So just because you don't get the response you're expecting, don't think God is not answering your prayers. God's answering them because He's telling you what you need to do. He's being that parent, making the wise choice for you. So you always have to remember, there is always an answer. Just because it wasn't what you thought or you wanted, there's always a reason. He's there to help us, to do what's best for us. So we have to remember that.
Like you talked about, that's something we have to remember all the way around. God answers us the way He knows best for us. Because we have to remember He knows what's best for us.
Yes.
And we may be mad, and it may not be the answer we thought we were going to get. It's the cut and dry answer. God knows what's best for us. So He may change up what you thought you may want it and gives us something else that's better for us.
And that goes back to the story of Job.
Yeah.
You know, Job allowed Satan to tempt him and to torture him because God already knew in Job's heart that Job was faithful to Him. He already knew this. He wouldn't have allowed it if he thought it would destroy Job.
Yeah.
He knew going into this deal, Job can get through this. He will get through this. And in the end, Job was rewarded for his faithfulness in the end. He was given more than he had before.
Yeah.
New children, twice the property that he lost, everything. He was rewarded for his faith because he didn't lose his faith completely. He questioned it, but he always continued to go back to God for his answers.
Yeah.
He never turned completely away from Him. He continued to go back.
So we tell you all that to make sense of God's answers. He may not give you the answer you're looking for right then and there, or that particular answer. But He will give you the right answer to your prayers.
In His time, when it's time for that, you will receive it.
So continue to have faith. Continue to work hard, work through it.
Don't turn your back on God. Always turn to Him.
Yep.
Always turn to Him with the questions. Ask Him to show you. That's all it is. It comes down to that faith in continuing to go to God. I think that's it for us on this.
We want to thank you all for joining us.
Like, share, subscribe. We're glad you guys all joined us. And until next time, God bless.